This is a Do You Validate podcast.
If you can make it in the Riff Tank, they'll give you the green light, and you can even walk away with your life.
I need a captivating story with characters on the fly.
I know this better be good. I wanna die. In the Riff Tank, this is stressing me out. Oh God, I hope this is good. I don't wanna die. In the Riff Tank. Would you not interrupt the theme song?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Riff Tank. Evan and Tad are dead because you all saw their episode and they made a bad movie. But don't worry, we got two new co-hosts that are definitely going to make it. Before they introduce themselves, let's go ahead and start the clock. All right, there we go. We have Chris and Sarah.
Yes.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody out. Fuck! I don't even need that remote. I touch it once.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
I need it. Yeah, so go ahead and introduce yourself for everyone at home.
Hey, I'm Chris Mayers. I'm a comedian, writer, actor here in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm Sarah Stepehns. I'm a writer and actor.
If y'all have watched the Do You Validate stuff, Chris was in the musical episode of Oddity Roadshow and is in the Pugmire game.
Yeah.
Great. So we're gonna get this kicked off. So this is Sherm. Actually, wait. Here first, we're gonna tell you if you're a Do You Validate patron, you get to submit ways to die and prompts. This is from Brandon Taylor, who's actually an associate producer at Do You Validate. He gives us more money than other people.
Oh, very.
So we like him better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a very clear
Love
hierarchy
Brandon.
when
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
shouts
yeah.
to people that the more money you pay me,
Money related.
I like you more. It's
Great.
parasocial and you can buy
That's
it.
how I rank my family members. as
Yeah. So from Brandon Taylor, the cause of death is yo-yoed to death.
Oh, no.
And it says up to interpretation, haha.
Oh, the
Ha-ha really makes it
like devious.
Evil.
So
Yeah.
I think like
No exclamation point. Just
what's good about it too is I think that like the person with the yo-yo, it's up to them.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, listen,
Oh,
how are
sure.
you gonna yo-yo
Sure.
these people to death?
And it's just
You could like garrote.
oh, that's
beat.
interesting.
That's quicker because I was thinking we were just
Right,
gonna get
just
hit, and I'm
beating.
like, it's not a very blunt object. It's not that heavy, so that would
No.
take a while.
Yeah. And what's their experience level with this yo-yo?
Ooh,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It's just
like-
walking the dog on your face.
Just slowly grinding
Yeah,
its
he's
way
like,
through
eventually
your
I'm gonna
skin.
break your nose,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then the next thing.
And then the next thing,
Yeah, it'll keep going.
it's like
Yeah.
100-hour process.
Yeah.
I feel
Like-
like.
Yeah.
the
I feel
Chinese water
like you're
torture.
gonna get close to your killer by the time it's done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because we're not gonna sit there silent. We'll
Yeah.
like catch up.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Get to
And he's
know.
like,
Get-
hey, is this
go
hurting?
deep.
You're like, nah, it's annoying more than anything.
Yeah. You know what really hurt though?
Yeah.
When my dad left.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let's really get into that.
That's when he starts to, he's like, he's like, we can't get
yeah,
vulnerable.
yeah,
Yeah.
this
No,
is
no,
too
no.
much.
I didn't get into killing people with yo-yos for a comedy podcast because I want to talk about my dad issues.
No. I mean, it is because of
Yeah,
my dad
that's why I got
issues,
into it.
but
I just don't want to
I just want to talk about it. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd be at a therapist instead of trying to kill you with a yo-yo.
Yeah.
I guess you could choke someone with a yo-yo, like not just like you could shove it down their
Ooh,
throat.
Oh, true.
yeah.
True.
You could just hold a yo-yo and then bash someone's face in with it.
Yeah, it's fair. I feel
That
like
would
you could
maybe
do that.
be what I'd choose, to be honest.
That's true. If they left it up to you.
Yeah. Just.
Yeah, I think the string isn't strong enough to strangle you, so I think it
Yeah.
would just break, and then you have to wait for them to restring it.
Yeah.
You get a little rope burn.
They're
Yeah.
all bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went through a yo-yo phase when I was a teenager.
Did you ever think about
Look at
killing
me.
someone with it?
I thought for a second there, I thought about to say, did you ever think about killing yourself?
Yeah, I mean, who among us?
I thought that was just like for some reason, I really thought that you're like, oh, you want to go face? Yeah, you ever think about killing your fucking self, nerd?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, who among us hasn't made a new set of a yo-yo? It's one of my favorite moves,
realized the
actually.
string
It's
wasn't
pretty
strong enough.
complicated. Yeah, that's what they don't teach you
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah.
It's strong enough to
best
support your
visual.
body.
That's the best visual ever of seeing a guy be like doing a cool yo-yo trick. He's like, now for my finale.
And then it breaks.
He's like, ah, shit, I'm still here.
I'm still
Every
alive.
goddamn show. I just want to stop.
I hate myself. You can tell because I do yo-yo.
I hate yo-yoing. I can't fucking die from it. too scared to do anything else.
so
He's just on
funny.
America's Got Talent.
Yeah. That's the
Oh yeah,
the
and then
clip.
you just pan over, and it's just like Howie Mandel like,
Good.
burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani's like,
fantastic.
no, let him cook.
No, let him go. Let him cook.
He's on to something.
He's on to something
Yeah.
here.
Straight
Yeah.
to Hollywood, or whatever they do. It's funny.
We haven't even pitched the movie idea
I
yet, but
know,
I'm like,
oh, God.
hey,
Hey, this
here we-
is the
This
movie.
is it.
Yeah.
It's Yo-Yo Suicide.
Honestly.
suicide.
Yeah,
That feels like it could work.
Yeah.
Horror comedy.
Yeah.
that's a good. Maybe let's do that. We were just talking before this how we don't like making movies and we don't want to do it.
Yeah.
We're all from like the sketch background, but let's just make a movie called Yo-Yo
Yo-Yo
Suicide.
Suicide.
Yeah.
And it's more, we can do it kind of in a style of like an anthology.
Oh, okay.
Like different ways people are trying to commit
Oh,
suicide.
I like that.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like 5 short films.
Yeah.
what
Watch
was-
out, Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yeah, what's the Yorgos one?
Yeah.
What's that one called? Different kinds of kindness.
Yeah.
Is that
Kinds
what
of
it's called?
kindness,
Or
yeah.
kinds of kindness. Yeah.
All right.
like
So
that.
these are all the prompts. Oh, let me introduce Sherman first. Sorry.
yeah.
Got
Yeah.
ahead of myself. This is Sherman. He's the line producer. Right now he's angry
Okay.
because he doesn't have a movie idea.
Yeah.
But we want to make him happy.
Aw.
And if we make Sherman happy, we can run the idea upstairs, see if they like it. If they like it, you won't get yo-yo to death.
Great.
Okay, that would be nice to escape.
yeah.
that.
Yeah, because
yeah.
you got to
yeah.
make the movie, so we can't die.
Yeah. But so he's angry right now because he wants us to get started and stop riffing about non-riff Tank stuff. Okay.
Get in
So
there.
everyone
Sorry,
use
Sherman.
draw prompts.
Let's see.
If we don't like them, we can redraw. We can shame the people who sent them in.
This is a long one.
This one's long too.
All right, Sarah, start us
That's
off.
Sarah, yeah.
Okay. Contestants must bake under extreme conditions like dodging sniper fire and sabotaging each other's souffles, like the Great British Bake Off meets Fortnite.
Oh,
From Brandon
interesting.
Taylor.
Brandon Taylor. Okay.
A competition. This is Blast from the Past. It's a Brendan Fraser movie. They spelled Brendan and Fraser wrong, which is
Good.
fun. Movie where he plays every character he has played in a movie in one film using awful de-aging Deepdale. I think they meant deep fake. Deep fake technology. Ryan Diaz.
Okay.
Nice.
This is also from Ryan Diaz. Ryan
Ooh.
and Brandon both just caught up, and they got
Fantastic.
They got a lot of prompts in there.
Ah,
A lot of
nice.
prompts,
We love you,
so-
Ryan. We love you, Brandon.
And Ryan's done some really good music stuff first too, and he's going to do some music for Audio Road
fantastic.
Show. From Ryan Diaz, a movie adaptation of a TV show that has been given way too much money.
So just any TV
Any
show?
TV
Any
Or it's
TV
about
show.
adapting a
so
TV
it's,
show?
it's a movie adaptation of a TV show. So like
Yeah.
like you could you could do like a really shitty one, but like it's got like a huge budget.
Oh, I see. Like
Yeah.
if it was Frasier or whatever.
Yeah,
but
like
as a
Frasier the movie. Yeah.
That's very funny.
I do kind of like the war torn Bake Off
The
This
War-Torn
does
Bake-Off.
sound fun. Yeah.
because I think you could do it as a movie or a series. I think movie would fit better
Yeah.
because I think people are dying.
And I do
For
want to know
sure.
why they have to bake while being murdered.
Yeah.
Like, what
Yeah,
is
what's the payoff there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they win in British Bake Off? Is it
Nothing.
just the plate?
Yeah, just the
at
plate.
the end. Okay,
Oh.
that's not like a monetary thing, right?
No,
Crazy.
there's no money in it, and like any of the bakes they do at home, they don't get reimbursed for any materials. They don't get any
Really?
money for like their time. They might get like a
Crazy.
stipend or
Yeah.
something, but like there's no real pay. You just kind of give up
Yeah,
Wow.
like 10
Man.
weeks of your life
man,
because you're
Wild.
told,
You get a lot of exposure.
yeah, but you're not supposed to be working in the field.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like some people have gotten jobs afterwards.
Sorry, this is a slight sidebar, but there was like a Netflix show. It wasn't. It was a baking show about like fair food or whatever.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. But the guy who won was like it was a lot of amateur like non-bakers. The guy who won was a professional baker. Like that was his day job, and I was like, that feels
Yeah, I mean that's
like come on.
if you're doing like yeah. I think we go with that.
Yeah,
that
I like
bad
that.
boy. Okay,
Okay,
we'll
yeah,
throw your
great.
prompt back
These
in.
are great. These are great though. Brendan
so
Fraser.
now-
We'll get to you later.
We have the genre wheel. If you'd like to give it a spin, you gotta spin it real hard because it's shitty. Indie.
Okay. Oh, an A24.
An A24.
Amazing.
An indie film.
Read the prompt one more time.
Contestants must bake under extreme conditions like dodging sniper fire and sabotaging each other's souffles, like the Great British Bake Off meets Fortnite.
I like the meets Fortnite part. So it's a battle royale. Yeah.
Yeah. I. Okay, so here's the thing. I do think this is a movie.
Okay.
Especially we're in indie. A24 is so funny too.
Yeah.
sure.
Because of like, if we don't come up with a good ending, it's because people aren't smart enough to.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
It's intellectual.
We can push our inadequacies on other people.
Yes.
I do
You
like.
just don't get it.
I do like a lot of A24s, but a lot of them are like, if I gotta go Google what you meant at the end.
Yeah. If I have to
Yeah.
go watch a 30-minute
Yeah.
YouTube video explaining
Yeah, these
the
last
ending.
15 minutes, you were like, fuck, I didn't think anyone was gonna buy the script. I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I love that they just buy unfinished scripts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the business model. Great. So let's not finish this one. No. So so what were you looking at?
So, is it only people in this competition are bakers? Because what if we're in a world where like Total Recall style? Like we're in this dystopian future.
Sure.
So everything's just like these crazy competitions.
I like that.
So it is the fact that like these people are out there in this like war zone TV land, and they're trying to bake and feed people.
Sure.
Yeah.
So they're also people trying to kill them necessarily for the show, but they're also trying to feed other people because then it's like commentary or something
I
on
like
the
it.
world.
Like if the world lost all its recipes and people miss the flavors of like pie and cake.
Because we're in a fascist regime in real time right now, and
Yeah.
and Trump loves reality TV.
Yep.
And so then this is a world where we burned all the books too much, and we even burned the cookbooks.
Yeah, we burned
burned the books
those dangerous
too much.
cookbooks.
Yeah.
That was Fahrenheit 451's original subtitle. We burned the books too much.
Hey, leave some.
I like that there is a level that's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, burned some of
Yeah,
them.
I mean, listen, the Library of Alexandria or whatever that was, I bet there was some duds in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
No,
I
for
bet
real.
there was some that,
Honestly,
You know, there were some Nicholas
The
Sparkses
authors
of
were
their
probably
day,
like,
you
please
know?
burn that one.
yeah.
I don't want that to be my
what a lot of
legacy.
people don't talk about. It was actually a way for a couple of people to be like, listen, my first two novels, I hadn't found my voice.
That's really
Yeah.
good. They were the ones that burned it down,
Yeah.
actually. They were
And
like,
then
I
the fire
can't
just
get out
kind of
there.
like, it got a little too
Yeah,
much.
they're like,
So
I don't
funny.
Yeah.
condone it, but
But, oh, no.
Oh no! Yeah.
But so we've lost all the books.
Yeah, even the
including
cookbooks.
Yeah.
cookbooks. So are these chefs and bakers that like have a memory of the recipes?
Yeah, they're trying to pass it down orally
Great.
and still try to tell people. And then also too, because I think like since we're in this dystopian future, like we're just eating like food cubes and nutrient supplements.
Oh, sure.
Because and the people are like, no,
Synthetic,
like you don't
synthesized,
understand
like-
like what like a
What
good
food is.
Yeah, you-
what like a good
like a-
strudel or like
Yeah.
a meat pie.
And maybe it's like that's why everyone's so
cookie.
angry. And
Yeah,
so if
not
they
the
can ma-
fascism.
Yeah, it's not the
Yeah, it's the
fascism.
bland
It's the
food.
fact that they can't eat a good strudel.
I have thought it like to completely lose because I had friends that have like long COVID that have like lost their sense of
Oh,
smell.
I'd kill myself.
or-
I know we're joking
Well,
about.
no, that's the thing.
I know we're joking
There's
about kill.
the yo-yo.
I would fucking kill
I think
myself.
if I lost my sense of taste entirely for a long period of time, it would be very, very hard.
Yeah.
It would be a very hard life, genuinely.
It would.
Um,
So that's
Great.
research for our movie.
yeah, perfect. I'll
Basically,
I'll
thank you
call
to
them
those
up.
who have let us know
To
that
those
it's
who
really
have
brutal.
come before.
Yeah.
Great. So the fascist regime. We're kind of cool with that weirdly, but the
Yeah,
bland food.
The bland food.
Well, the fascism
yeah.
happened, I think.
yeah.
due
What are we
to
gonna do? You know.
The bland food.
I mean, obviously.
because of it.
Oh, I was about to say, obviously, as far as what we're gonna do with fashion, nothing.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
based on what we're doing about it right now.
We're just gonna go. Ooh,
Nothing.
I'm gonna point out
Yeah.
what you're doing is a little fascist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I'm
gonna share a story.
I'm gonna share a story.
On
I'm gonna call my
Instagram.
representative. He's not gonna answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Apparently you can
and we're gonna
fax
bake
them.
pies in the face of fascism.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Every berry is a little resistance in its own.
There it is. That's
Yeah.
the
The
tagline.
sweet taste of rebellion. You know.
Oh, that's a better tagline, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sweet taste. Okay, so I do think, so we're in this weird dystopian future,
Yeah.
of 2028.
And
When Trump wins the third
28.
time.
We're so far in the future.
We're
eating
super
cubes.
distant
We're eating
future.
Yeah.
You know, a very dystopian future where
Yeah.
no one can afford anything.
Cops are called red
no one
hats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. We all have an Elon Musk tattoo.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So we meet
Involuntarily.
Yeah.
these bakers individually. You know, we get like the little vignettes of their different lives. Is there a call for competition? Is that what brings them all together?
I think because I think most competitions have gone to just straight murder. So
Okay.
like there's no like old like, hey, let's just get together and like have a skill thing. It's like, listen, if you're not killing people on TV
Yeah.
for the entertainment of the masses that we're stealing from and making work in a factory 18 hours a day, what are you doing?
What do you do?
Yeah.
And so I do maybe it's some people that like we get a couple people that get called out to like a murder reality show and they're like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cook.
Oh.
I'm going to help people.
Great.
And then like a couple other people take that call to action. So they're like they're living on like the outskirts of TV land.
Oh, interesting.
I love it. So is the reality TV? Is it like a draft?
Yeah,
Basically?
yeah. You're either born
Oh,
rich
wow.
in the factories
Wow.
or you
Yeah.
get
Or you
drafted
get
to
drafted
reality
to
So
reality
it
TV.
is.
TV.
It's
Yeah.
like Hunger Games.
It is.
It is like Hunger Games.
It's like Hunger Games mixed with like Running Man, the Running Man, the original one.
Right.
Yeah. There is also a lot of like sadly a lot of forced labor in this and
Yeah.
like so like there's not a lot there's no good options.
Right.
No.
So you're either like
course
stuck
not.
in there.
Yeah.
There's like fake celebrities that like look I got a real life. Those are all AI.
Yeah. Yeah,
Anybody
those
that,
aren't real
like-
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime you see a video of someone who's like, I'm happy.
Yeah,
with my
like I
life,
won
it's
and I got to
fake.
go to Champion Island. That person's dead.
That's so
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
that
wow,
is
wow.
what happened in Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know it's based off of a book. I didn't read it because I'm not a nerd.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't know how to read.
I was too busy watching Total Recall.
Yeah.
But like in
And
it,
yo-yoing.
not Total Recall. That's another 80s Running Man. I think I
Yeah,
said
you're
Total
good,
Recall
you're
like
good.
30 times so
It's
far.
all good.
I haven't
The
seen it.
Running Man. So Running
Yeah, the
Man
Running
is
Man.
like you criminals and offenders of the state like get sent to Running Man for like a chance of freedom.
Right.
And there is like, oh, these three guys like actually made it to the end and they're living in Hawaii. They're having a great time
They
and like they
are
find their dead bodies. They're like,
Very-
oh yeah,
they're
they
very
just
dead.
Ooh.
so you got your false hope in there.
Sure.
So yeah, I think these are people that have like chosen to fight against this. And so in it, here's the thing, the way to any man or person's heart. Actually, let's get rid of that because we don't use pronouns in this movie,
Yeah,
which is
let's-
very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fucking confusing. And it's also dumb because people constantly be like, hey, Chris, Sarah, Tim, Bob. Like, you got to
Yeah,
call everyone
you can't
by
even
name.
say you.
There's no grouping.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no
can't-
grouping.
yeah, you can't-
Because we have to make sure everyone doesn't. There's no sense of
There's no
community.
pronouns.
No,
Well, I'm
no,
just
no,
saying
no,
we
no.
can't use pronouns
Oh,
because
There's not a
Okay.
single pronoun.
if you use a pronoun, you're a cook
yeah.
Oh.
in Trump's
okay,
America.
okay.
If you say it.
Because this is
You're out.
2028.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That makes sense.
In the year of 2028, Donald Trump has won his third presidency,
Oh boy.
and the reality
Gotten rid of
wars
all
have
pronouns.
happened.
The reality
wars.
wars.
The reality wars.
Fantastic.
So, do we have judges?
Reality Wars, Baking Revolution, semicolon. What was your tagline?
Oh, the sweet taste of rebellion.
Sweet Taste of Rebellion.
Bake for your life.
Bake for your life. Well, here's the thing.
I like that it turned into like you remember those like
Trains.
SAT like what were those called whatever they were analogies.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, here's the thing.
so funny.
In Trump's 4 years from now, future America, you can't not spell things out for people because there's very low media literacy.
Oh yeah,
So
there's
like
no
people are going to be like,
subtext.
wait a minute, what is this about? And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, here's 4 titles.
Right.
Yeah.
Bit-
That aren't sentences, so don't worry.
Don't worry.
Do not
don't
worry.
worry.
It's not a full
Punctuation's
sentence.
been outlawed as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
so.
the punctuation is just there to let you know a new subtitle is
Yeah.
coming.
A
Yeah,
thought has
exactly.
Because that's what we go colon, semicolon, colon.
It's
Yep.
like when you get an email from someone in a older generation and the way they separate sentences is 6 periods.
Yeah.
It's always da 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 da
I
da.
do love it.
I
Yeah,
love it.
random capitalization.
Oh,
in the
random
title.
capitalization.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, who are the judges? You were saying.
Yeah, do we have judges?
Oh yeah, who
3?
is judging this competition?
And hosts.
Snooki.
Great. That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Snooki-
She would be great.
I feel like at this point, because I think she's a mom now, I do think she just
Good for
has
her.
so many kids. She's
Sure.
and she also like every few months gives birth on camera.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's
Every
a-
few
make a
months,
real
because
spectacle of
women
it.
start giving birth
Well, here's the
We've
thing.
really accelerated
4 months
it.
at a time. Because
Here's the thing: we have to accelerate it because we're
Yeah.
trying to make
Yeah.
the next generation of men.
Yeah.
Maybe is that what the cubed food is actually?
Oh, for sure.
Making
It's
women
just
have
hormones and
babies.
cum.
Yeah.
Just dehydrated hormones
Yeah.
and cum.
Because this is
In
about
cube
this is
form.
a terrible thing about to say. Both Donald Trump and Elon Musk love.
cum.
I was gonna say procreating, but then you said but they both love coming.
Yeah.
So it's just them being like, we gotta spread our seed. So it's just billionaires getting together, jerking off in a vat.
Yeah.
Then they make it into.
Yeah. How do you think they make bouillon
That's-
cubes now?
That's. This is
the
so,
McCormick Corporation. Is,
Oh,
so
not
s-
McCormick.
this is so stupid, but this is the opening shot of the movie where we just see like a semicircle of like billionaire dudes, and so like, and then it's just them going.
Yes.
And then we like watch it. It's all them jerking off.
Yeah.
It's just this big vat.
see a vat, like,
and then you
bubbling
see it like
up.
boom. And then so it's like making the
cubes.
It's making the
Fantastic.
cubes, but it's also spelling out like the names of the cast.
oh god. Oh, just like with
Yeah.
The vat is
as
called.
they as they stir it.
Yeah, I feel like the vat should be called iJizz, like lowercase I, capital J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg's there, but he actually
Beautiful.
can't come.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It feels like they're all weird.
Yeah.
And he's like, hold on, guys, you can't do it without me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like little thumbs up are coming out, but no jizz.
He's not shooting cum, he's shooting emojis.
Yeah.
Shitty emojis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, commentary.
Let's make about
Great. I mean, this sounds like an A24 movie. So we're crushing it.
I forgot. Yeah, this is.
It's like all that while like a Billie Eilish
Yeah,
song
yeah,
is
yeah,
playing.
yeah.
A really creepy rendition of
Really
Birds of a
slow,
Feather.
yeah, real slow, extra slow version of
Like
Birds
the
of a
stick
Feather.
is
Yeah.
like really elongated.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, so this is the world we live in. There is, so like women dropping out babies all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like, here's the thing: we're procreating like that because the gayest thing you can do is have sex with a woman.
Wow, we've really come full circle. by
Because,
2028.
Yeah.
well, here's the thing: giving women pleasure, gay.
Super gay.
Yeah.
So if you just jerk off into a vat and add some protein
With your
cubes to it
friends.
with your friends,
Yeah.
all the man, that's the straightest thing.
The straightest thing.
Because it's
Right.
just about men getting off in a safe space for men.
Yeah.
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 That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Only the gayest men actually have sex with women anymore.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
that's like.
And
too
here's the thing:
soft.
there's no women there, but they're all thinking about women.
Yeah, definitely.
And
they're holding each other's
That's all that
hands.
matters.
But
They
they're
promise.
thinking about
They promise.
They
yeah.
promise.
women.
That's they have to say their
Yeah.
oath right before.
I promise I'm
I
thinking about
solemnly
women
swear.
and I'm not looking down.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they all look down.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They're comparing.
Yeah. So that's
Great.
that's
So that's the opening scene.
that's the society. Well, it's just to set the tone. We never go back to this.
No.
Yeah.
Like it's just to set the tone of what
See
the
where we're
world
at.
is. And then
I do feel like we have to cut to a close up of someone eating. The
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
smash!
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like it's like a
Just like
smash cut.
really like-
I think it's like smash cut. Yeah, because that's like you see because I think it's the process of turning the cum and the protein into the cube. That's where we get all the name credits. And so finally you see like the cube we've been following like all cubed up and it's wrapped up. And then you see it like go through a conveyor belt and then the next thing it's just like presented to somebody.
Yeah.
And you see them like eating and it's like there's like a clock that says like food cube time. And it's just them doing that and it's like back to work. And then we're working in the
Yeah.
factories. And then we get like a whisper of someone being like, did you hear? The pie man's in town. And they're like, if you talk about the pie man, you're gonna get
We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, I'm really into this.
You're like, now that we
Pie
stop
Man.
talking about billionaires
Wait,
jerking off for 4.5 minutes.
Dude, I've been looking for a pie man my whole life.
Yeah. So I think like this is like our mentor figure because I think the movie is like it's like there's like rumors and this we're at a factory and what do they make? Factory stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
obviously.
It's fact. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pulling levels.
I mean, the workers don't know
Yeah.
what they're making.
No.
They couldn't.
Yeah.
It's just stuff to make more factories.
Yeah. We did get sued by Ben Stiller because we said the work is mysterious and fulfilling. That was a tagline, and then they're like,
Yeah,
"Hey, that's straight plagiarism."
Sorry.
In Trump's America, that's cool though.
Yeah. Rose is pretty
Because Severance got canceled because it's you think too much.
It's too. Yeah. It's like they don't want people forgetting the work.
Because they don't even have just one brain. They have two brains.
Yeah, that's crazy.
essentially.
That's
That's too
insane.
much
Yeah,
thinking.
that's way too
insane.
powerful.
Too much
Okay,
thinking.
so like there's like rumors of the Pie Man,
Yeah.
and then it finally gets to our to our like this is the person we're gonna follow on their journey.
Yeah.
It's somebody being like, oh, the Pie Man's here, and then like they're like, oh, I'm gonna go take my 30-second bathroom break I'm allotted every 2 hours, 7 hours.
Yeah.
I like that you went through a journey
He's
of
like,
how long
wait,
is too long?
Yeah,
before
how
you have
long
to
is
pee?
too long? 7 hours every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 seconds every 7 hours.
Yeah.
And so instead of using the restroom, they just like look around and they pull out and they got like a little strawberry.
Seasonings.
They got like a little seedlings or something like that.
They grow their own.
Yeah, they grow their own, and they've always wanted to meet the Pie Man.
Yeah, and we see like a flash
Yeah.
of like a lot of like lens flare of them just like growing the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
strawberries. You
'cause
see like
it's-
flashes of like a mom.
Yeah, well,
out
because
of
it flashes
focus,
back
you know?
to 2026,
right.
2 years ago.
Everything's bright.
Everything's
yeah.
bright.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
There's still
Oh, yeah.
leaves.
Yeah, right. This was right before the
Reality Wars.
what is it? The midterm wars.
the midterm.
Oh, right.
Midterm Wars.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
in
yeah.
the reality wars now. Before that.
Yeah.
Midterm wars, then reality wars.
Yeah.
Hopefully at the end of this, like we just fucking all die.
Also,
I
can
mean-
we also just say now that the Pie Man is actually a woman?
Oh, for
that's
sure.
the
That's
big
the
reveal.
reveal.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
reveal.
But
yeah.
women have to operate under the guise of
Yeah.
of male
right.
identity.
I mean, no. 'Cause-
Now, can we? Yes, we call him the Pie Man. It's a woman, but can we just make it like a really hot masked lesbian, where it's also both that people would not suspect a man to be capable of things, but also people just being like, "Are you a man?" And then she's like, "No, but like I will fuck you better than anyone." Yeah.
I
Yeah, yeah.
will
Yeah.
tear you
I love
up.
it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
real hot masked lesbian
Great.
is the actual Pie Man.
Great.
So so that's like the mentor figure.
Yes.
Who are we following? Because
Yeah. What factory worker?
what if, and here's the thing, now that we got a masked lesbian, what if it is we got like a hot younger like 20-something-year-old female actress who she also realizes in this is gay, and then she gets like fucked
Yeah,
by that lesbian.
But she starts out
what an
full
ending.
trad wife.
Oh gosh,
Like-
she is. That's the thing.
Because you have
to.
She thinks the only reason she wants to bake is because her husband at
Yes.
home maybe would have sex with her instead of just jerking off into a vat.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
here's the thing: even if you're not a billionaire, you're not nutting into the food cube vats. You can't have sex with women anymore because that's gay.
It's
Right.
gay.
And we're not doing gay. We're not doing
And
pronouns.
being gay
Yeah.
is outlawed.
yeah,
Yeah.
being gay is outlawed.
Yeah,
and
Right.
sure.
and then talking to women, making them feel safe, gay.
Yeah.
Super gay.
Yeah.
No, the more threatened women feel,
The less gay.
straighter
The straighter
you
The
are.
straighter you are.
Yeah.
If a woman
honestly
looks
not
at
to
you,
throw
if a woman looks at you, you gotta go, oh,
And then come.
yeah. Oh, I'm thinking about women.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
Yeah.
thinking about how me and my buddies at the gym get sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about Tom.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about Tom and how soft and supple he is. I'm not thinking about how he makes me feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. So this trad wife.
Yeah, so we're following like a trad wife.
Yeah, her totally corrupted by misogyny.
Who's like
Yeah.
a good indie actress right now that we could cast in this?
I mean, Florence Pugh has gotten a little
Oh,
bit. She's very
Florence Pugh.
well known now, though. So maybe we need someone lesser known. Sadie Sink.
Oh, Sadie
Wait,
Sink.
is that the redhead from?
Yeah,
Stranger Things.
I like
see
her.
that.
I
like
think
that.
she's
got
got
like
good
an
range.
innocence kind of.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
I think could work.
And I think because it'd be good like seeing her go from like factory wannabe trad wife to realizing no,
Yeah, like
you just want to
fuck
get
you
that
guys.
fucking strapped down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
could
yeah.
do that journey.
Yeah,
I love
Yeah.
that.
and it's
Great.
also it adds a little extra element of danger because real homosexuality is just outrageously illegal in here, and you know, people are getting killed for doing anything, and like it's really sad.
Yeah.
But we're gonna make jokes about it.
Yeah.
Because it's happening now already.
Yeah. But that's humor is. You know,
So yeah, like I think like
making fun of the sad stuff.
Maybe she's like there's like a raid at the factory.
Oh yeah.
Because they're like they hear the
like
pie
we
man's
heard the
coming,
pie man's coming,
and so they're
they
checking
smelled
everyone.
it.
They check. Oh,
oh, they got dogs.
Yes!
They got fruit sniffing dogs.
Oh,
Yeah, they
no,
got-
don't bring the dogs into it.
well, here's the thing. I
we
love
gotta-
dogs, but ACAB.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't
That-
see cats
Yeah.
out there ratting on people.
That's true.
Not all dogs are cops, but all cop dogs are bastards.
that's true.
I've had a cat hate me, but I've never had a cat
Yeah.
narc
Oh,
on
a
me.
cat!
You
A
know?
cat will piss in your shoes and stare at your face. But then somebody says, "Hey, where did you get this?" The cat goes, "I don't fucking speak English, bitch," and they spit on you.
They spit
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah.
It's true.
So sadly, yes, there are some, but
Cats are real ones.
the dogs can smell happiness.
Oh,
So
fascinating.
and so
they can smell a positive
they can,
emotion.
so pies.
I see.
So yes,
Great.
food. So the dogs are around sniffing, and then that's when we first actually see the pie man because he works at the factory
Yeah.
because he's sneaking stuff to people,
Okay.
and he's like she's using the factory for that, and so Sadie Sink is like so nervous because she's got these fresh berries on her,
Yeah.
and then you just see like the pie man like grab her hand and go, "Hey, I got you.
I got
Don't
you."
worry."
Yeah.
And then she hides it, and she like because she knows what to do.
Right.
She knows how to do that.
Yeah.
And then
She
later,
has to
like,
cover up those
yeah, like
positive
Lady
emotions.
Sadie Sink like tracks her down after like the factory shift. And is like, "Wait a minute, who are you?
Who are
you?"
Mm-hmm.
And then she just looks at her, and then like so the pie man looks at Sadie Sink and goes like water, flour, butter.
She just says
like,
that.
"What do you do?" And
Yeah.
she's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "What would you do?"
What would you do?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, I would start by mixing the dry ingredients first." And we just go,
Ooh.
and then she's like, you know, a lot of people wouldn't be that bold to say that in public.
yeah.
And then they look each other up and down. We know they want to fuck.
Yeah.
The pie man knows
It's
she wants to
electric.
fuck. Sadie
Yeah.
Sink doesn't understand yet that like this is the feeling that people get when they look at somebody who they want to bang. But we'll get into that
Aw,
later.
yeah.
But this is like their first yearning.
Great.
And then she pulls out like a card, also writing and readings out loud.
Oh, yeah.
And so she's like, "Hey, if you're interested, meet me here." And then so like this is interesting too. Because we've already gotten the title sequence, the credit sequence, I'm sorry, of the movie
Yeah.
with dudes jerking off
Oh,
into
yeah.
that. But then when she looks down at the card, boom, that's when you get the title.
Oh,
Great.
So, and it's a different device.
I love that.
So like we have
Yeah.
the credits of the food cubes being made, and then the actual title of the movie that I remember, Reality Wars, colon.
It's just Reality Wars :
Yeah, Reality Wars, colon.
and then
Something sweet.
7 subtitles.
Yeah, I
oh,
was
the
like-
Sweet Taste of
Yeah.
Rebellion
Oh wait,
is one of them.
Reality Wars, colon, Baker's
Baker's-
Revolution, semicolon, the sweet taste of
Rebellion.
colon.
Colin Baker be killed?
Bake or be
something like
killed.
that. Baker be killed.
Bake for death.
Bake or death.
Yeah.
Bake or die.
Yeah, so like on one side of the card, it's an address, and it's 22 Baker Street.
Great.
Yeah, because we have a mystery.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we turn it over. Boom.
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 That's the title card.
Reality
And then I feel
Wars.
like we see someone watching TV.
Oh.
and
Oh, we
it's
cut
like
to,
we get
yeah.
to see the concept of how this
Oh
reality
yeah,
TV
yeah.
show
And
works.
they're flipping through channels.
Yeah.
And it's just like everything is death, pro MAGA, death, pro MAGA.
Yeah.
Like a talk between Joe Rogan and a Joe Rogan clone, and the clone looks like it's in pain.
Yeah.
We haven't done a good job
Yeah. Of
advancing
cloning.
science
We're
in
not
4
good at
years,
cloning.
Yeah.
especially when we stopped all grant funding and killed a lot of
Right.
scientists.
That's true.
But Joe Rogan and Joe Rogan clone, only talk media you can listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so Joe Rogan's saying stuff about how it's gay to talk to women, and Joe Rogan clone going, and he's like, good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
You know what,
Yeah.
my man?
Yeah.
Makes
My man,
a good
yeah.
point.
You always agree with me.
But you are flipping through, and each reality show is like it's like American Idol,
Yeah.
and they sing a note wrong, and
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah, yeah. And
blast
then
them.
we get to a news report with just like we've really doubled down on the Fox News blonde. Like
Sure.
so much makeup, tits so big she can't see over them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just peeking out.
Peeking
Yeah.
out.
Like
she's
Kilroy.
on
There's
like
a blonde wig on each
well, yeah,
shoulder.
she's on IV drip because medically her body can't sustain the way it
it's
is.
90% boob.
I feel like maybe we just honestly painted eyeballs on boobs.
Oh, on the
Oh!
boobs.
And that's just
yeah.
where we look at women
Hey,
now.
Sarah.
Oh, fantastic. You know what?
You know, thank you. It's my contribution to feminism.
I don't know if y'all knew this, but that's feminism right there.
That's
Yeah.
feminism. Painting
Yeah.
eyes
You're
on
in the
boobs.
boardroom. You're like, guys.
Guys.
Why are we even showing the top of the face?
Yeah. What's up there?
Yeah.
The brain?
Yeah.
What are you
Listen,
talking about?
I hate exposing our children to bad things. So that's why you put googly eyes over the nipples.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
then it's my eyes are
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
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 And you're like, and everybody look. This is why you're listening to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have googly eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Good job.
Yeah. Finally,
Women
making
are
eye-
just running into things.
Oh yeah.
I cannot
Yeah.
see.
They're all wearing blindfolds. Yeah.
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 making eye contact with the part that matters. I
I'm
get
gonna
that.
be. What's really gonna be rough is if Elon Musk watches this podcast and is like, hold on,
This is a good
He's gonna.
idea.
We're giving him ideas.
Wait
a minute.
Wait.
hold on, googly eyes,
Googly eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
jerking off with your friends and it's
Yeah.
not gay.
And it's not.
He's like, how'd they know I already do this?
He has a
Yeah.
cabal.
And then I think that they're watching. Maybe it is
On the
Sadie
news
Sink
program.
like watching the. So
Yeah.
that's who's like flipping through.
Oh,
You know what? Let's just call her the baker.
Okay,
Great.
great. Yeah, give her.
Yeah. So,
Just
and
Sadie
that's
Sink.
yeah.
The
And because
baker.
we don't use
Well, women don't
pronouns
get
or names.
names.
Yeah, they don't.
Women don't
Right.
get names.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So the baker.
The
flipping through
baker.
channels gets to the Fox News.
And then she
program.
eventually sees that, and they're like, signs of the Pie Man are around, and then they're like, obviously this is what it looks like, and they just have like a picture of this like shitty looking like artist sketch of like a shitty looking
Well, it's AI rendered.
like
obviously.
yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
AI rendered 15-fingered man with 3 dicks. A pairs for eyes.
Yeah.
And they're like, watch out for this guy.
Yeah.
He's ambiguously ethnic. So that's how you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If his ethnicity is ambiguous, you know it's him.
If you're American and white, you don't want flavor.
Yeah.
Only the ethnic still. It's
true.
That's true. Yeah.
So that's
and
what
if you
this is.
if you see anything about him, report it immediately because if not, we'll kill you.
Yeah, we'll kill you because
Yeah.
we'll know that you
We'll
didn't
know,
tell us.
yeah.
And then that's when she looks back at the card and looks at the clock, has no numbers on it. It
No
just says
numbers.
work.
Food cube time.
Food cube time.
cube.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she looks around, makes sure no one's in her apartment, and it's a closet too.
Yeah.
But she does have like a little like floorboard she pulls up.
Yeah.
And then she pulls out water, flour,
Wow.
butter.
Interesting.
And she starts to like.
Is her because I think we established she has a husband. Is he
He's
home or is he
They
always
don't.
working?
No, husbands and wives don't
They
live
live
together.
separately.
No.
They live separately. Got it,
Yeah, they
got
don't
it.
live together. He lives in
Yeah.
a house of men
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
they,
it's just a bunch of dudes.
they do men stuff.
yeah, of course.
Or wait, is it actually a really big house that all the men live in, and each wife has
Oh,
a
each
closet?
woman has a closet.
Each one has a closet
For
within.
sure.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
the men are allowed to just kind
yeah,
of do
the
whatever
men
they want.
do
in the
whatever they
house.
want.
There's a hot tub in the back.
Great.
Yeah, there's a hot tub in the back.
Fantastic.
There's
Men only.
Yeah, men only.
only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing man stuff, and she starts to make like a pie
Yeah, she
crust.
pulls that stuff
but
out.
then we Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Do you remember? Where
Oh,
you
yeah,
make-
with the mashed
The
potatoes?
mashed potato mound. But she makes. That's right. A hot masked lesbian body.
Ooh, out of the
Out of the
pie crust.
out of the pie.
Yeah.
Pie crust.
The,
Kinda
batter.
taken
Yeah,
over.
yeah. And then husband, that's his name.
Husband.
Husband bangs on the door
Mm-hmm.
and goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go with the boys, and we're thinking about women.
I'll be thinking about you.
I'll be thinking about you.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you though."
Yeah, do not look at me.
And then so she's able to go out, and she's like, "Listen, the husbands are gone, and we know whenever they go out for their board time, they're out late
for a while.
Yeah.
for a while."
Yeah.
So she convinces one of the other wives to go with her.
Oh.
Okay.
And this
to go to
wife-
Baker Street. Yeah.
Is worried, and later this wife will rat on the baker.
No.
making her go on the run.
So it has
the
to be like we have to
betrayal.
make her think. We need to make the audience think they're best friends.
Oh yeah, they're best
they
friends.
are, yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, well, here's the thing: they're best friends because they talk about contraband to make their husbands happier. Because both of them do think it'd be very fun if husband put penis thing in vagina part.
Right.
And that's how they talk about it.
Because that feels
Yeah.
good briefly.
Yeah,
before
it
he
feel good briefly.
finish.
Yeah.
And then man finish, and then man leave, and then sometime man look at you.
Yeah.
That's what. So they both think they want to be trad
A
wives.
morsel of love.
Yeah. And then so that's how they connected.
Great.
But then as like they go to this like underground baking, and like
Yeah.
you start to see so like we go to this location, and then they say what's the code, and then they go the secret ingredients love
Oh. Yeah.
or something.
Sweet. Yeah. This is a story about love, guys.
It is. And so then they get in and they see this like whole underground network of people doing the weirdest thing, which is selflessly helping others.
Wow. Unseen.
We are supposed to be
for years.
individuals.
Yeah, we're
That's-
individuals. There's community there.
Yeah. They have
and
name
what's
tags
weird
with
down
names.
here, even some men are looking at and even
Whoa.
talking to women.
That's crazy.
Oh, maybe their boob eyes are hit. Maybe their boob eyes are hidden.
Some
They
women
covered their
some women
boob
can be
eyes.
wearing shirts
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Cleavage
Without
or not.
the holes.
without the holes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look at each other. Like, I thought they stopped making those shirts 7 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
They
long
were,
ago.
They were,
Yeah.
These were outlawed.
Yeah, those were
Man.
Women's shirts were
Yeah.
legalized.
So they go down there. They're seeing like how everything's going,
Yep.
and they're seeing like people like making food for people, providing medical equipment, and they're also they have all the monitors up, and then they're like, and then say these things are like, oh, the bakers are like, oh, so you guys are just watching this for entertainment too, and then they're like, what do you mean? Like we're seeing who we can help. We're seeing like when the cameras are on and off because like. These shows are running all the time, but they're not all. So like we find out who needs the help.
Yeah.
Right. There's like people making like teddy bears for kids.
Yeah.
and, like,
And so that's where
making
we
food
So
for-
we're now in our second act.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of like, and then she's like, you know what? We should go out. We're going on a run. Do you guys want to go with us? The baker's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Wife is like, no. And she's like, no, you got to go with.
Her name is the wife.
Yeah,
That's
the
her
wife
job.
and the baker.
Yeah.
The wife
and
and
she
the
keeps
baker.
saying,
The
stop
pi-
looking in my
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's really uncomfortable.
Look at my boobs.
My boob eyes are
Look
down
at my
here.
actual
Yeah.
eyes. Why are
Yeah.
you looking at my?
And here's the thing: she goes down there. The wife, she's got titty eyes out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you know
of
what? She
course.
goes like, I bet y'all are gonna tell me I gotta put my titty eyes up. And they go, if you like your titty eyes,
Hey,
we
man.
don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
We-
Like
we
you do
want
what
you to do what you want.
And
Yeah.
then that's when the baker puts her titties eyes up, and it's like, oh, okay, because I don't necessarily like this.
Love this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess we should point out at this point, every woman we've seen has had titty eyes out.
Yeah. No, yeah. Let's not forget.
Yeah, let's not forget.
Yeah. Make sure to reframe it in your brain.
And like, yeah.
Yeah. Like go back
Yeah.
to
Oh
everything
my
we said,
God.
but picture it with
Yeah.
the boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Great.
yeah, with the big old.
Yeah,
googly.
big old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: not all women have to have breast implants. If you're on TV, you gotta have like we're talking as big. No one can see this, but like this light up here.
Yeah.
Like that
Beach balls.
That bowl,
Yeah,
that's not big
they're all
enough for,
fake.
Not
for
big enough.
one
They're
single
just-
tip.
Yeah. It's all
Yeah.
silicone.
Yeah. Half the time they gotta be weighed down because they put helium in.
And they start to float
Like,
away.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And they're not
Yeah.
allowed. Yeah, they get.
And if they could have gotten into a hot tub,
Oh.
they'd be floating, you know.
Yeah.
But you can't. So
Okay. Wait.
Never
So
find out.
I feel like the baker meets the pie man
yeah.
and shows her the crust
Yeah.
that she made.
Oh yeah.
Right. And she's like, "You're amazing.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
great.
You're a genius."
is
And then they
incredible.
were like, "Do they plant the baker in this reality show because they were like, you're gonna be the star
Oh,
of the
Oh,
you're
yeah,
working
yeah,
for
yeah,
us.
Yeah, yeah, You're working for
us.
us,
Working for us.
and you can sign up
Great.
for the lottery, and they're always looking for fresh
Fantastic.
talent, and then you can get
Yeah.
to that, and then the wife is like, no, you can't do this, and so yeah, I think they go out on the run together. The baker sees and loves it. The wife is even more steadfast
Yeah.
in her red hat
And you have that
ways.
moment where the baker says to the wife, like, "Come with me," and she
Yeah.
says, "I can't,"
I can't.
Heartbreaking.
and it's really
Yeah.
sad.
And then we see like the baker now like signs up for gets out of her factory job, is now on this new reality show, but she's like getting fed she's getting supplies in to feed people and help people.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also
Undercover.
like building alliances on there.
Yeah.
And she's also like she's a little bit of a rebel because in this reality show she hides her tit eyes.
Oh,
And people are like,
interesting.
what the
And it's
fuck?
it's fascinating to people.
It's fascinating. People are strangely more drawn to her because the tit eyes on out.
It would be as if, like, in our present day, you
Yeah.
were watching a reality show and there was a competitor that was just topless the whole time.
Yeah,
It's as
or
provocative as
in
that.
our current reality, if there's a competitor that just looked a little normal or a little different.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, hey, you guys are all 8 to 10, so none of you are hot.
Oh.
Because this is all weird. But there's someone who has like kind of like a cute nose that is like asymmetrical. There's
Okay.
somebody who has
I
like
see.
a little scar on their chin. Like where
Yeah.
you're like, hey,
Yeah.
Hey, what's going
what's
on there?
what's going
Yeah.
on with
What's
that?
the
I like
deal?
it. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
I can't wait to hear that story.
Yeah.
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 And our Hunger Games like what's
yeah.
the
What's the
The
symbol?
Rue?
What's the yeah?
Rue moment? It's just
Yeah.
Sync like covering up her tits.
just
There's really dramatic music playing behind it.
yeah,
Yeah.
she puts a shirt on.
Yeah.
People are like, whoa! There's like people falling backwards in their chairs at home. My kids are watching.
Just a montage of heart attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cover your eyes.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fantastic. So this is a new show.
This is no show is new because you
Yeah,
can't
it's
make
fair.
a new IP that's risky.
Oh, yeah, that's
This
fair.
is a new season of a show
Right.
called Kill, 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 Die.
Yeah. It just was the Great British Bake Off.
It was
It was
a
a Great British
it
Bake
turned
Off.
into this.
Paul Hollywood,
Yeah.
still alive, warlord now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, which
Yeah.
makes
More-
sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
does really
Yeah,
make
that
sense.
Yeah,
tracks.
he'll go up to people and be like, "Oh, that's a soggy bake," and then he'll punch through their chest.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. He's
yeah.
half robot too. We
Yeah.
don't get
He's a
into it,
cyborg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really delved
but
into.
like he is visibly cyborg, half robot.
like the Terminator scene.
Oh, yeah,
at the
yeah,
end,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
when
yeah,
half
yeah,
his
yeah.
face
And
is
it was
melted.
all by choice.
Yeah, this
Oh, for
and no
sure.
one else in this
Yeah.
movie is even remotely cyborg.
Right.
No, but-
So we have the Joe Rogan clone, bad job. Paul Hollywood cyborg, top of the line.
Ah,
And his eyes are
incredible
even
work.
bluer.
Oh my god.
Like they're like
yeah.
they actually can laser people.
yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
so
yeah,
blue.
yeah.
They laser you, but these lasers instead of disintegrating you, freeze you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of his
'Cause, yeah.
his quips.
Oh, is
He'll,
that?
he'll be like, "Oh, that's overbaked." Shh.
Yeah.
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 And there's the Hollywood handshake, the Hollywood uppercut.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah,
Hollywood
yeah.
handshake, but it's just like if he shakes your hand, you have an orgasm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you
come
nut.
immediately.
Yeah. Which is like no one really, especially women, don't really get that. So they're
I know.
like, Whoa.
I know,
Oh,
they really
Paul
want
Hollywood,
that.
this is an aside. Paul Hollywood hates women in his show. He is
Oh.
so much more lenient on man bakers. Did you watch Bake Off?
I've seen a few seasons.
There's women that like highly deserve it. Like this last season, there's this woman like I think she even like won. There was literally like one of her bakes. He was like, "This is one of the best bakes ever. I just personally don't like this one flavor and things. Otherwise, I'd give you a
right.
handshake." You're
I
like,
do,
"No."
I do remember that.
Yeah, you're like, no. You said this is a perfect, great bake, great flavor. You just don't personally like a flavor that was in
Yeah.
that. And he was like, I would have given you a handshake. It was like, don't tell her that. But like, he's so fucking lenient on dudes on that
Yeah.
show. And so many, he'll give women handshakes. But if you did, I bet if you did the math.
It's funny.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet someone's done the math.
Shocking.
Yeah,
that
honestly,
a
That's
man-
gotta be up
But
there
yeah, so
somewhere.
so she's now in this world and she's gaining favor because also in the show Kill, 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 Die, people are liking her because she's like an underground resistance.
Yeah.
She's helping give food. And every night too, at this point, because she's gone like full-fledged, we are just getting graphic sex scenes of the pie man finger blasting the hell out of the
great.
baker.
Just
Yeah.
Love it.
Love
Going
it.
They
Yeah.
get
for
to, they're
it.
just like, this is what passion and love feels
This is what
like.
passion and love
and
is.
it's an A24 movie.
Oh yeah,
so
and it's and
we
also
see, we see it.
It's
all.
also like all the like we have an interviews coordinator.
Great.
Of course.
She's there, and it's
Yeah.
it's all very it's all very above board, and then
Yeah.
it's all very gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at one point, I think even the pie maker even says the words she.
Wow.
Whoa.
Like she goes, oh yeah, she.
We hear a
Is
pronoun drop.
And then they're like,
The
oh,
earth.
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Instantly.
pronoun. That's how you can tell that the pie maker is crazy.
Yeah. Like
She-
she's like, I'll fuck it all up. I don't
I'll
care.
fuck it
We're
up.
all dying
Yeah.
anyways.
We're all dying anyways, and
Yeah.
Sadie Sink is like fucking coming really
Yeah.
hard.
good for
And then
her.
her husband's calling her, being like, "Hey, babe, just nutted thinking about you with the boys. Hope, kill, die is going well.
Yeah.
And then eventually the wife blows up the whole spot. Because Sadie, the baker's getting ready to go in for another day, kill, die.
Yeah.
And then like some red hats come in and they're like, hey, we got some information.
We've heard you've been helping people.
We've heard you've been helping people. And that's not what this world's about.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to be labeled as a cook.
And not a cook, but a cook.
Yeah.
And she has to ask, like, no, that's not me. I didn't do that. I didn't help people.
Yeah.
How did you even hear about this? And
Yeah.
then the wife steps out.
Oh.
The wife steps out. And she's like, I couldn't stand by and watch this. You're going against traditional values.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah.
This is for your own good.
And like, this is for your own good. So they're like ripping up her room. They find all this stuff. And then the wife goes, listen, it's for your own good. And then the red hats go, yeah. And this is for yours. And they shoot the wife in the back of the head. Because like, here's the thing that's worse than a woman talking.
Oh.
Yeah.
And oh boy, and her husband.
We all got really excited for killing a woman for talking just
Yeah.
now. We all got like too pumped for that.
Look, we're just putting this is what everyone's thinking.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
So then, okay, so
Sarah, the creator of Tits Eyes for Women.
that's my legacy.
Do we do lower thirds on this show? Please put that.
I'm just actually gonna. Sarah's
Yeah.
camera's just gonna go. And then every time it cuts to her, it's gonna be like, "I'm so sorry, Sarah asked for this.
sorry,
I
Sarah.
did not want to do this. Sarah was over my
demanded
shoulder the
this.
whole edit."
I'm trying to tell the story
Yeah.
as it should be.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's like the wife gets killed,
Right.
the baker gets thrown into red hat
Red
prison.
hat jail.
And then I feel like maybe a bunch of women walk in and they you
Oh,
think they're
yeah.
going to be compliant or whatever, but then they all pull their shirts down and we realize it's the revolution to bail her out.
man.
And they start
Oh.
killing everyone.
Oh, so I
yeah.
think so she's like getting carted off to jail.
Sure.
And then other women and even some men contestants
Yeah.
are going in. And then they're like, hey, what are you doing with the baker? Like, we're about to start filming. And they're like, she broke the law, blah, blah, blah. And then you see one woman stand up and just put a shirt on.
Yeah.
Another woman.
Oh, it's
we're
like Spartacus.
Spartacusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then some dudes are even been like, hey, I fucked a woman. Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
standing up. Yeah. Other
Yeah.
guys are going, I just have sex with men. I don't think about women when
Yeah.
I do it. And they're like, that's illegal.
And he's like, yeah, I'm gay.
Yeah, oh! And they're like, and he, her, him, she, it.
Just shouting pronouns.
They're just screaming pronouns.
I love
Us!
they.
Yeah.
They.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that they might. I feel like that just literally makes them have like brain aneurysms.
Oh,
A
that's
guy's
like-
head explodes.
standard stuff. No! Yeah.
This is the like A24 ending where people have to research. Like,
Yeah.
why did they start
so
exploding?
what?
And
Yeah,
it's
we're
like,
it was really hard to figure out the ending, so we took the ending of 12 movies.
I really mashed it together.
Yeah.
Really mashed it together. And that lasts a little bit. Yeah, so shit's going haywire. And then there's a hacker character the whole time. Sandra Bullock. It's actually Sandra
it's
Bullock
got- it's
from
Sandra
the
has to
net.
be. Yeah.
Right.
Sandra Bullock from
Yeah.
the net.
And that's what they call her. The
Yeah,
net.
the net.
The net.
They go, hey, the net, it's your time to go. And she
Mm-hmm.
goes, I'm in. And then starts hacking. And then, because they're trying to shut down the cameras of Kill, Die.
Right.
But because they're showing all this defiance and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
sure.
then the net
Because they got to end it.
hacks her way in. Boom. All channels are now Kill, Die.
Yeah.
They're seeing women put on their
only
shirts.
revolution.
Pronouns being used.
Yeah.
Men having just outright gay sex on camera. Women finger blasting each other. Orgies. Everything's going on. People are reading books.
Whoa.
And they're like, I haven't read a book in 12 and a half months. And I thought they were all gone.
I thought
Yeah.
they burned too many.
Yeah.
And what's our like big climax part? So like we're in the third
Right.
act.
So you
Things
see
going crazy.
These vignettes,
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
people in their own homes like tearing
Yeah.
down like the walls and and you see husbands like talking to their wives.
Yeah.
Sometimes
their
it's a good
wives'
thing
eyes.
and then sometimes he's trying to shut her down
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she
yeah, yeah.
stabs him,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Did we have a villain? Who's our like villain?
Just kind of the state.
The
The
state.
state.
Okay, because I'm like, yeah,
Well, okay, how about
maybe the state, like
what if?
morphs into.
Okay,
morphs into.
Just like, I don't know, like a blob. A
blob?
Or
Oh.
a big, like, red hat.
Oh, it's just a bunch of men.
Okay. Oh yeah,
like,
it's like
just
so
like
all
they
the
go-
red
like a
hats get
Voltron,
together
like-
and they Voltron into.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because we already showed him, Joe Rogan could show up
Oh, sure.
That's it. I was like, we
to
had to
beat
have
up
something.
women.
Yeah, and well,
Yeah.
and you see all the red hats Voltroning into this big old ball, and
Yeah.
he says presenting the manosphere.
Yeah, and he's
And
like,
then
yeah,
he-
oh, the manosphere.
Yeah.
And then he walks up, and the women realize, like, they're all taller than him.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he takes-
Because we get this shot of like him, like fucking, like stepping,
Yeah.
like on, like from like a silhouetted like hillside, kind of like the Battle of Helm's Deep,
Oh,
like
yeah.
when
Coming over- when Gandalf
when
appears.
Gandalf
Yeah, yeah.
shows up, and then, then they get close, and then they're like, what the.
yeah. What?
Yeah, and like one woman just like shoves him over. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh no, I'm top heavy. I don't do core." And like he rolls down a hill.
I've never done leg like
He
leg day in
rolls
my
down a
life.
hill, like bowling ball style, knocks into the manosphere. They all trip over, and like a leg, and then they start to form back up again. And then we see Jason Bateman, not Jason Bateman. Who is the guy from American Pie? Not Jason.
Jason Biggs.
Jason Biggs.
Oh.
He comes out and he goes, "Man, Manosphere, it's me, your leader.
The pie fucker.
I was in the movie Loser."
Oh yeah.
And he puts on that hat. He goes, "I
Oh,
was
yeah.
also in the movie American Pie.
Yeah.
And I don't like fucking men or women. I like fucking these pies." And then the pie maker hands him a pie.
Oh, amazing.
Because he's been the plant the whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Wow.
The
Because
reveal.
Jason Biggs has been doing men's speeches everywhere, but he's also
Yeah.
trying to find the men that are like looking for an outlet. And
Yeah.
so he starts to fuck this pie.
Oh, just
Wow.
slowly.
And then
sensually.
everybody, and here's the thing, it's love.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like
and everyone
the-
can tell.
It's like when there's like a ceasefire during like Christmas, you
Yeah,
know, in wartime, like
that's
everybody stops.
What a lot of people don't talk about during World War II, because that's what we're referencing, or
Yeah, yeah.
World War One, where there was like
yeah,
Christmas and they stopped fight, is that Jason Biggs' great grandfather fucked
up pie.
fucked some rations.
Yeah,
They didn't have
yeah.
pies.
I mean, let's
out
be
there.
honest, it was an MRE.
It was an
but-
MRE. He fucking nutted.
But he was hoping that one day his great grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gave a big speech. One day, my grandson.
My grandson will do such as I on a grander scale. My speech is over. Back to war.
Back to war.
But then someone ate the thing he gave, his rations that he came in, and they realized,
Hey, we can make something
Wait a
out
minute.
of
Oh, that's
this.
Elon
That's
Musk's
Yeah.
grandfather, and then he's
Father.
like, "Oh, I could turn this into something after I do apartheid."
yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
First,
and he pulls out a checklist and goes, "Apartheid,
Come food.
cum food." Yeah.
That's so funny. Ignore my son.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait, sorry. Blood Diamond Mines, apartheid,
yeah.
cum food, and then just like sandwich in between each of those. Ignore my son.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then Jason Biggs is fucking the pie.
Yeah.
And then he looks at the pie maker and the baker and goes, "Hey, listen, I bought y'all time. You gotta do what you know we need to be done." And at this point is where it gets really A24, because then they hold hands and they embrace so hard that then a time door opens up. They go back in time.
Yes.
It's 2016.
Yeah. Wow.
They shoot Donald Trump in the head.
Oh my God.
Great.
Do they disappear? So that they never existed to do the thing? Is this a grandfather paradox, or is this a bootstrap version where something goes wrong and Donald Trump survives no matter what they do? Do you know what I mean? Would they successfully
Or if they kill
change
him,
the past?
they leave a pie next
Yeah.
to him,
Yeah.
and then they go back to the world, but it's still fucked.
It's still
Oh, it's still fucked because
That's-
now
yeah.
we've wallied ourselves. Pie became president.
Pie became
President
president,
Pie?
So now everyone only eat pie.
Uh-huh.
and then
Wally.
And that's the only thing that changed, actually.
Yeah.
Everything else is still fucked.
Somehow worse for women.
Somehow worse.
Yeah.
yeah, worse for women. But what's great for women is that it means there's another movie for the female actors to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just go, ooh.
Yeah.
And then
like
cut
a
to
Looney
credits.
Tunes circle.
Yeah. And then Looney Tunes circle goes down, and then Jason Biggs pulls it up in Porky Pig style and goes, "Bip, bip, 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 ah!" And he's nutting in the pie.
And then that's the credits. Is the
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So now I have to watch that YouTube video explaining the ending of this
Yeah.
movie.
We had to make it.
fuck
for
did I
April-
just
April-
watch?
Yeah. Like, I think at one point there was a message.
Yeah, it felt like it was going somewhere.
I felt like it had some commentary.
I feel
Right.
like some people be like, I lost interest when the boobs went away.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, when Sadie Sink put her shirt back on, I literally booed at the screen for the remaining
Out loud.
48 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. Who plays the pie maker?
Oh.
Ooh.
I was thinking like Tilda Swinton, maybe, or
Yeah.
I don't know who's someone.
Tilda Swinton's great.
Can we get like a, I think it'd be fun because you see it a lot for men, like a male wrestler be getting in the acting field.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I'm talking like buff muscle mommy.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about
Yeah, I don't
wrestling,
know a lot of female
but I know
Yeah.
there's a lot of really hot,
I like a
huge women.
female wrestler.
Right.
And so I think
great.
I think this is launching her career.
Oh, who's the one woman in the Kristen Stewart movie?
Oh, I thought she was gonna.
Oh, she's great.
Oh
my
She
gosh.
would be perfect for
I
this.
forgot her name. but
Also,
Yeah.
Super Weird A24. Love the ending.
Yeah.
Great
That's
film.
But also,
honestly,
Love
this
Lies
is like,
Bleeding, for
yeah,
anyone.
she's
Love Lies
she
Bleeding.
did that. She
I
can
think
do
she.
this.
I think that's who we get. Yeah, we get
Yeah.
her
She's
from Love's
amazing.
Life Bleeding. Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
just
Love that.
fucking all up.
Yeah. Wow. You
just
know
in
what?
the nick of time.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. We did it.
Guys.
Here's the thing about being a feminist.
I'd like
Yeah.
to. Yeah, Sarah, you want to share?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it to be a
Just
feminist?
Talk about boobs.
Yeah, just talk about
People will
You're
listen.
like that.
That's
My
it.
boobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, good. Thank you for enlightening us. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I
It's
should
really
should
simple,
take
So
notes
this
on that.
this
Yeah.
movie is called
Reality
Reality
Wars,
Wars:
colon
Baker's Revolution,
Revolution,
semicolon
the sweet taste of
Sweet
rebellion,
Taste of Rebellion,
colon
Bake
bake
or
or
die.
die.
Bake or Die.
Yeah.
Which is also even better because the show is Kill, 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 Die. So this is the title. This is a lot.
We
This
have
is
to simplify it.
Right, yeah.
know?
They're like bake or they don't
Yeah.
believe in conjunctions.
They
Yeah.
don't understand what or doesn't make sense to
Well,
them.
or.
So it's like,
It's-
kill,
it's a
kill, kill.
choices.
or is close to a pronoun because you can choose.
That's true.
Exactly.
There's no choice.
There's no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the idea that.
Yeah, not pro-choice here.
I do.
This is very
I
no
do love
choice.
the idea that just saying pronouns to a bunch of red cap cops, their heads explode.
We can like go in and like see
man
the
could
blood.
not take
It's
it.
just somebody pulling out a she/her button. It's like,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. I mean, more films need to be solved by Jason Biggs fucking a pie. I think
Yeah.
that's.
yeah. Eugene Levy didn't come on for this. He did all the.
We did ask.
Well, here's the thing. He
We
did
begged.
all the American Pie movies.
Oh,
Did you
that
know
is
that?
true.
'Cause
Even the like straight to.
They did a bunch of weird like Lampoon spin-offs,
Yeah.
and Eugene Levy's in just like all of them.
Good for him.
And you know what? I bet he made money.
Yeah.
I'm sure he did.
I bet he showed
hope
up for
so.
like a day or two on set.
Gave him like $1 million.
And they're
Yeah.
and they're like, hey, listen, I'll give you $800,000. Will you say your son fucked a pie, and then you're in 2 scenes and you're gone?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And he's like, great.
The dream.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah,
awesome.
The dream.
yeah. So Sherman, let's check in with
Yeah.
him on how he
Sherman,
did.
what'd you think?
Come on, Sherman.
Come on,
He loves it.
Hey.
Yeah, he likes a
Thank
movie with a message.
Goodness.
Great.
He also loves a 3-hour deep dive YouTube video explaining
Yeah.
What that
anything
message
means.
was.
Because that's more press.
Yeah.
That's more
You
press.
know?
So Sherman likes
It's
it.
true.
So we're gonna
It's
bring
engagement.
it upstairs. We'll see
Fantastic. If we survive.
if you survive.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Thanks, Sherman.
give some plugs. Tell people where they can
Yeah,
find you.
fantastic. Yeah. Well, yeah, you can check out. Gosh, where do I post things? I guess Instagram mostly. So you can check that out. Mini Mayors is the old. To say handle username. What do we say for Instagram?
Whatever you want.
Handle. Sure, I'm
Oh
cool.
man.
Nothing. That's the real secret. Nothing matters. But yeah, Mini Mayors on Instagram. Yeah, that's the main thing.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, sarah.stevens.s, and I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, check out. She's got a lot of great YouTube sketches.
A lot of good sketches. And like I said before, Chris is on something. He was the musical guest along with Rachel for Oddity Roadshow.
Very fun show.
And then is doing our Pugmire series. It's exclusive on Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, I do want to thank our 2 executive producers, Patrick Holder and Andrew Harper, and our 3 associate producers, Birras, Luke Holt, and Brandon Taylor, who gave us the prompt today.
Heck yeah.
Thanks,
actually,
Brandon.
both prompt and I believe the cause of death.
If
If you guys want to go
Fantastic.
submit prompts or do that, if you want the episode of Riff Tank early, go subscribe at any level on the Patreon. It all goes back into the Do You Validate studio. We got a lot of other shows, tabletop games, a Riverdale fan cast. We got stuff. So did you do Jingle Jangle?
Is that the Riverdale one?
Yeah.
I have not done that one.
Okay, we'll get you on it.
I would definitely be down though.
It's a ridiculous show. So go check that out. And thanks all for watching. And as always, we'll see you in the tank.
This show is part of the Do You Validate network.